she comes.
Hi there. Hi, Sarasota. I just moved here from New Jersey. That's why they played Bruce Springsteen. Oh, good. Well, I'm glad a few other people got out because you never know what Chris Christie's going to do. He could have another Bridgegate. So I told my kids that I was moving from New Jersey to Florida, and my daughter said to me, "You're going where? Mom, that's God's waiting room." And I said, well, I mean, if you gotta wait, you at least pick a place where you got a lot of things to do, like go to the beach, play golf, tennis. So I came to Florida because my mother fell and she broke her pelvis. So I came down to help her. And my mom, let me tell you, she's 95 and she is still kicking butt and taking names. So I came down to help her, and they were really happy to get her out of rehab because she was a pain in the butt there, and now she's a pain in the butt right here. So I started helping my mother, but let me tell you, my mom is tough. Every afternoon at 5 o'clock, she has a scotch and water straight up, all right? A doors and water straight up. You can set your watch by her, 5 o'clock. Of course, it's only one, but it's in a 32-ounce Travis cup, and it has a symbol on the outside of the cup because it's customized, and it's the finger. That's my mom. My mom is being 95. I think she attempts things that nobody should attempt, like eating corn on the cob. But she loves her corn on the cob. Now, you would think that corn on the cob for a 95-year-old would be a golden dream of summers in the past, but not my mother. My mother has to have her corn on the cob, and she doesn't eat it. She sucks it like a popsicle. By the time she's finished, the kernels are all still on the cob. She's just sucked the cob, sucked the kernels, so that all the color goes out of them. But they're still there. You know, she's very popular in the retirement place where she lives. Not sure why. My mom lives in a senior retirement for active seniors, and I have been there. They have activities all the time. It's like, I told my mother, it's like being on a cruise ship because there are just activities all day long. Do you know they even have senior pole dancing? They do, but they don't have a pole. They do their senior pole dancing with a safety bar from the shower, and they do a little sexy dance, holding onto the safety bar. My mom is a little bit hard of hearing, but she won't wear her hearing aids. So one day we were going to church, and she whispered to me in church, and she said, Honey, I think I just did a silent fart. And I said, Mom, now I know you need hearing aids. So we got her hearing aids, but she complains all the time about them. She's always saying, oh, they don't work right, they don't do. So I told her, Mom, take them back to where you bought them and ask them to fix them. And she said, no, I'm not going to do that. I'll just make the bullshit louder. So Mom has this friend, and the friend wanted to find out some information about a patient in the hospital. So she called Sarasota Memorial, and she called and got hold of somebody there, and she said, I want to find out a little bit of information about a patient there. Do you think you could help me? And the lady who answered the phone said, oh, well, I'd be happy to help you. What is the patient's name and their room number? The patient is Mildred Finley, and she's in room 302. Oh, well, I'll just go check with the nurses station and see what we can find out about her. So she goes to the nurses station, and she comes back on the phone. She says, I just want to tell you that Mildred Finley is doing great. Her blood pressure is good, and they said that her blood work all came back. And in fact, the attending physician is thinking of discharging her tomorrow.
Oh, thank you so much for all that good news. Oh, thank you. God bless you.
She said, well, you're very welcome. Is Mildred Finley your daughter?
Oh, no. I'm Mildred Finley from room 302. They don't tell you shit around here.
The other day I was walking with my granddaughter. This is when I was up visiting in New Jersey. She's 4 years old. She's very precocious and very sweet. But she was walking along with me, and she looked down on the ground. She started picking something up from the ground, and I said, "Don't pick that up. That's dirty. It has germs, and you don't know where it's been." And she looked up at me, and she was like admiring me, and she said,
Oh, Grammy, you're so smart. You know everything about everything, don't you? How do you know everything? You're just so smart.
I said, thinking quickly on my feet, I said, "Oh, well, you have to know stuff like that. I mean, to be a Grammy, you have to know stuff like that. Otherwise, they won't let you be a Grammy. You got to pass the test, you know. And if you don't pass the test, you become a grandpa." I went to the family doctor, and the doctor said to me, he said, "Does everyone in your family suffer from insanity?" And I said, "No, we really enjoy it." Thank you.
Standing ovation right there, walking